In this episode, we're going to be talking about how to hang absolutely anything on your walls. Don't try this at home, guys.
Rams! Hoy! Sakit! Rams!
Today, we're going to be talking about how to hang absolutely anything on your walls. Ako yung official hanger of things. I've hung this, the charging station at the back, and you guys on Instagram kept asking me how I hung this. And this video is for you because I didn't use any nails to hang this one. I've hung our shelves, our sampayan sa likod, our picture frames, ako lahat. And then I've learned quite a few hacks and tricks to make life easier, especially when you don't have much tools around. So this is the video to watch if you want to hang anything on your walls, especially for those houses or mga condo units na bawal mag-drill or magbutas sa walls. Okay, basics first. You're going to need a pencil and pwede nating lagay dito. Yeah, this works, guys. And you're gonna need a level. And this is the super powered version of the smaller one. Ang laki ng difference. But this one is very, very effective. If you can afford it, just go with the big one right away. Because when you're putting things up, you can do it simultaneously. And makikita natin agad kung level ba talaga ang tatlo. But if you really, really want to go the extra mile, meron pang laser version of this. So this one I hung using this laser. So this one not only levels the horizontal, but it also levels the vertical. The next thing that we need, a measuring tape. This is so that you can have exact distances from here to the second one to the third one. Nakikita agad and you can be accurate, hindi siya tabingi. Guys, I actually hung all these frames in Scotty's room without having to drill holes because in the future I know we're going to do some renovations for this area and I just wanted na sure talaga na we can be flexible. So I'll give more tips about this later on. But first, let's talk about my most used hanging item. And that is simply double-sided tape. Now this is not your ordinary double-sided tape. This is by 3M. Actually, I don't even think this is meant to be used as I use it because it's for automotive. But it's been super, super effective. Ang maganda dito is that if you look closely, meron siyang foam and that makes it kind of stick just a little better. So it's very, very sticky and we're here because this is what I've used for this one. But we've had this for I think 2 years now and so far, so good. This thing, the same double-sided tape we use, and as you can see, it's not moving anywhere. It moves the whole table with it. This is the safe by my bedside, and yeah, double-sided tape. This CCTV is double-sided tape. This CCTV behind me is also placed in double-sided tape. But when you're doing that, you have to be careful because this, actually, when we try to take it out, kung napansin nyo, makikita natin that the paint peeled off when we took the entire thing off. So that's something to take note of, that it can sometimes take the paint along with it or whatever finish your surface might have had. But what if you want to mount something just a little bit heavier, like this mirror behind me? Well, meron din tayong double-sided tape for that. And this is the Scotch mount, also by 3M, and you can use it indoor and outdoor. This video is not sponsored by 3M. I just really, really like their product. Our sponsor for today is the new Huawei Vision S. More on that later. But all these things are really items that I use and it's very, very unbiased. So with this one, it can carry up to 24 pounds of weight. But you have to be very careful because itong 24 pounds means that you use the entire roll. So for example, if you're mounting this one, and sabihin natin this mirror is 24 pounds, you would put strips here, here, and here. Uubusin mo to just so it can carry 24 pounds. But what if you want it mounted but also removable? This is a charging station that I did. I had DIY'd everything. And I used the ordinary double-sided tape for the chargers here. But Chris brought out a good point na, what if pwede na tayong mag-travel ulit and kailangan natin dalhin yung charger? Which got me thinking and researching And then I discovered a mounting tape that is Velcro. And this is the 3M Dual Lock. Nagmamount siya fairly heavily. It holds it very well. And the thing about this I like is that it's not abrasive, it's not sharp. So if ever I take this out and put it in my bag, hindi nasisira yung bag ko or whatever clothes that I put into my baggage along with this charger. And yeah, I'll replace this very soon. Alright, we're back in Scott's room. And remember these ones? That is by 3M Command Strips. And I like this so much, especially when you don't want to commit to anything. And firstly, ang maganda dito is that yung hook niya nasa pinakataas. So whatever you're hanging, natatago, hindi nakikita yung hook. Second thing is, it comes with this pull-out tab. Na pag hinila ko to going down, this will remove the entire thing without leaving any mark or without taking out the paint behind it, unlike the double-sided tape. So, tinanggal ko and I have to put it back. Baka pagalitan tayo sa asawa ko. So, we'll go to the middle of this, which is here. And remember when I said na mas effective tong mahaba and you should buy the bigger one if you can afford it? And this is why. Diretso na siya, hindi mo na kailangan mag one at a time pa. Now we're gonna use some alcohol, clean the area, wipe it down with some baby wipes kasi ito meron. I have an extra strip and I'm gonna place it on the rear side of this and stick it in there. Ayan. Ayan, perfect level. Guys, promise, last na talaga to of the 3M. The command strips I was talking about, sobrang dami niyang mga variety. One of them is I used to hang these lights. These are pretty cool lights, by the way. It can change color. It's like a lightsaber. I'll put links down below. But these are pretty cool, yung mga hooks niya, because this one, you can remove this, you can pull the tab below and take it out. And they have a lot of other varieties. And this one is their moisture resistant or water resistant strip. So maganda siya for mga toilets or mga lalagyan ng mga towels, mga loofahs, or anything that gets wet. This one is for mga series or decorative clips. Meron din tayong smaller version of that, like this. Meron din yung may mga metal na wire or metal na hook. Actually, ang dami. Meron pa nga version that helps with organizing your wires. So this one has like a clip na dun mo i-wrap yung wires mo and it helps organize that. And lastly, Ma'am Sir, they also have the Velcro version of these same things. So that's the last you'll hear from 3M for today. But what if you wanted to hang something that's fairly heavy but you still don't want to drill holes in your wall? Something like this. Ito was a present from my dad. Thanks, Dad. This is like a real wood na siya mismo ang gumawa and he gave it to us as a housewarming present. And it's fairly heavy. Introducing Builder's Bond. I recently discovered this product. It's like a Mighty Bond na supersized. And I talked about this product in my previous videos and I was fairly impressed by this. So I'll put links to that video if you want to see it down below. And I'll put links down below if you want to buy the Builder's Bond. It comes in a pouch and it comes in a tube. And para na akong nag-wrap. And this is 59 pesos only. So what you do with this is it's like paste. And you put the entire thing sa likod. And you place it there and you wait for it to dry. The thing I like about this is it can stick to almost anything. And you can probably use it for fixing tiles, for placing mirrors on the wall, for anything heavy na gusto mong ilagay na semi-permanent on your walls. This could be very effective, especially for those living in mga condominiums or mga rented spaces na bawal magbutas sa wall. So yeah, this is Builder's Bond. I'll put links down below. Okay. So far, what we've been talking about involves chemical bonds or something chemically to put things together on your wall. But what if you want to be extra sure because it's a heavy item or it's a valuable item such as our sponsor for today. Segue muna ako guys. I'd like to thank Huawei for supporting this channel so much. It really helps me put out more content for you guys. This is the new Huawei Vision S, and this is Huawei's first ever TV. And it comes in a very, very sleek design. Sobrang aesthetically pleasing. Even yung stands niya, very minimal. So I think it would look good anywhere in the home. Sobrang bagay niya, even when you hang it on the wall. The TV has stunning picture quality and Huawei sound. So yung mga movie nights natin sa bahay would be all the more enjoyable. And not only that, 120 Hz refresh rate. So alam natin, mga gamers, ito talaga ang gusto natin. And not just gaming, also for sports. Sobrang important yung 120 Hz refresh rate. And meron pa nga siyang feature na nagpro-protect ng eyes natin. So may setting siya. It's actually certified na magpro-protect siya sa eyes when we're watching it. And this is not just your average TV. They call this the future TV because it is powered by Harmony OS. So marami siyang mga smart features such as Me Time. Me Time is their video calling feature and this is going to be your webcam. So itong webcam na to, it's just magnetically attached. So if you notice, sobrang bilis ko tinanggal. Camera connected. Sobrang bilis ko tinanggal and sobrang bilis ko i-connect. So that's for the Me Time. You can call your friends or your family or your loved ones in your living room. It's a lot more comfortable also. This is actually the first TV that can make calls on the big screen. And meron pa siyang voice command. Open Me Time. There's also a feature called One Hop. So if I'm playing any video on my phone, I can just stream it to this TV just by tapping it. So yan, it's playing on my phone and you can see me on the big screen as well. So just as simple as tapping it on the remote control if you have a Huawei phone. You can also use your Huawei phone to transfer files to your TV right away using the Huawei Share feature. So ang dami-dami talaga niyang very, very smart feature. This also has distributed gaming technology, so you can play games on here. Meron siyang mga pre-installed apps, so you can actually use your phone as a controller while playing games on this TV. Also guys, if you don't have a Huawei phone, you need not worry. If you have an iOS device or an Android device, meron kang apps mada-download on your device to make it work seamlessly with the Huawei Vision S TV. So that's not a problem. And lastly, ang dami niya mga pre-installed apps such as Consulta MD, PH Basketball, or even an app for karaoke. Parang hindi bagay sa akin yung karaoke. Baka matry. And if you can't find what you're looking for, you can just plug in your Apple TV or your Android box and you can enjoy mga Netflix, mga YouTube, syempre YouTube, of course, YouTube, Zoom meetings, and any work meeting mga apps, pwede siyang magagamit with this one. And that's it guys, that's the new Huawei Vision S TV, the future TV. Kanina, we were all talking about chemical anchoring. So, yung mga may chemicals na nilalagay, syempre. But when you're talking about hanging things na medyo heavy or valuable that you want to be 100% sure na hindi siya matatanggal or babagsak, you would have to use a physical anchor or a mechanical anchor. I grew up with that. I don't know if that's the right terminology. But ang daming types of mechanical anchors or physical anchors, but we'll focus on one to keep it simple. And don't worry guys, although we have to drill through walls, I'll hold your hand along the way and it's not as difficult as it seems. Ito yung ginagamit namin palagi dito sa bahay. I think all of our physical anchors, this is what we're using. This is what you call a plastic tox. It's basically plastic na may screw. But when you twist it in, it starts to slowly expand the deeper I screw this in. So, pag nilagay ito sa butas, it will expand inside the hole, making it super rock hard tight on your wall. But what if kailangan natin maghang ng super mabigat na bagay such as mga lavatories or even TVs? This is what we'll be using. See, it's the same thing. It's still a screw with a plastic hole, and ito pa rin ang iti-twist for this part to expand. But this only works for super hard na mga surfaces such as concrete, hollow blocks, or even light block. This works very, very well in light block. So this doesn't work for plywood, fiberboard. This doesn't work for that. You'll need something else. Okay, time to install our TV on our wall. Kailangan na natin ng drill. Just put it in the part na may hammer setting, so you can just twist this. Next, this is what we're going to be using. This is the Sanos TV mount. I just bought this online. I'll put links down below. And it comes with everything you need to mount the TV, including these plastic tocks. So finding the right size of drill bit or the tip na ginagamit natin for drilling through the hole. Madali lang, guys. You just match it with the size of the bit. I recommend you buy something like this na nakaset na siya, so you have a lot of options kung anong size ang gagamitin. So for example, with this one, makikita natin na this is just about the size of the 10mm one. So we're going to use this one. These are masonry drill bits, so just buy the masonry version. Ayan, let's put it in, tighten, and I'm ready to go. Okay, so I've marked the area where I want the center to be, and ito yung pattern niya. And then, I'll level it. Okay, so 4 marks, and it's time to drill. So question, how do you know how deep to drill? Well, syempre, we want this entire thing to be inside, but we don't want to drill too much also. So, ang gagawin natin is that ile-level natin yan. And then we'll take a note of that. And then I have tape. And lalagyan lang natin kung saan yung level ng tocks natin. I like to give it just a little bit, ever so slightly, a deeper allowance when I'm drilling. And now it's time to drill. Pro tip, guys, if you're drilling and you don't want dust flying around or you don't want to have to vacuum, lagyan lang natin ng paper bag, envelope, or plastic bag. Just tape it just below the hole, and now you're ready to drill. Guys, look at all that dust. Meron din sa floor, at least it's not that much anymore. So yeah, this helps. So all we need to do now is use this plastic end, tap it until it's flush, put the bracket in, and then screw this in, and it will simply attach the whole TV afterwards. I'll see you guys when we're done. And that's it, guys. That's how you hang a TV on your wall. And naalala ko dati when medyo lazy pa ako to do this, the person that I bought the TV wall mount from charged me, I think it was around 1,000, 1,500 to install this one. This one we did in 30 minutes. So yeah, if you know what you're doing, you can save a lot of money and you have the freedom to do whatever you want whenever you want. So this is why this channel was born talaga, to help people be free from their DIY problems. Anyway guys, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you later.